Guru Nation, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. It really means a lot to me. I wrote this article on my investigator brochure about going really in depth on what it means to be a generalist, and essentially it boils down to knowing how to versus knowing why. And I think a generalist has a much easier time answering the question why versus how. And I got another question on LinkedIn related to this topic. Hey Dan, thank you for your help. I was able to get a job as a CRA, working for a CRO, and now I have an interview for a sponsor company. And I want to know what kind of questions to expect. And I mean, how can I predict what specific questions they're going to ask? Obviously you need to study up on that sponsor. That goes without need for being said, I would hope. Analyzing their clinical study pipeline, trying to figure out which of those areas you're good at, which ones you need to work on, research what's going on, really understand where they are. And why are you doing all this? You're doing it not just to impress them. I mean, that's obviously part of it, and also for curiosity's sake is also a little underrated. But it's really to get at the crux of their question. Why should they have you there? And how are your transferable skills? How do they apply at the sponsor level? So, being that you are a CRA for a CRO, they know that you know how to do certain things that a monitor does. That goes without being said. You wouldn't even have an interview in the first place if they weren't pretty sure that you got the know-how part down. What they want to see is if you have any idea why. And so knowing everything you know about research and drawing on all your experiences, and they want to hear it from you. And they want to hear if you've actually thought this through yet. Why? How do you apply that to their context? Right? How do you apply your know-how to their environment? And in order to answer that, or in order to demonstrate that properly, you've got to know why those things that you've learned are so important in the context of a pharmaceutical company or a biotech company or whomever it might be. So it's not enough to know how. They already know that, but so does everyone else that they're interviewing. What's going to separate you is knowing why it's beneficial for them to have you based on your know-how. And that only you can answer. So you've got to look at their pipeline. If this was me, I'd be studying their pipeline. What's on their website? What do they have going on? Can you find anything on the investors portal of their website where they have publications and conference materials, usually their PowerPoints or slideshows or PDFs? And anything you don't understand, try to learn more about it. And then apply your knowledge in theory, abstractly, to what they are already doing across multiple therapeutic areas if they have many. But if they only have one or two, it's a little easier to, and you're able to be more precise even in the application of your know-how to the new environment that you're going to be in. So it's not enough to know how. Everyone that they're going to be interviewing knows how. But it's knowing why your know-how is going to help them out. And they want to hear it from you. And they already have an idea in their head of what their ideal candidate is like. And I got a similar question from someone else. I'll probably do a separate video on that one by itself, because this topic, knowing why, is super important. But they want to see if your explanation matches up with theirs. It doesn't have to match up exactly, but it should be around the same lines. I will not leave. I don't plan on leaving. I believe in the mission. This is why. This is my personal connection to therapeutic area XYZ. This is why my skill set is uniquely positioned and uniquely suited for your company. Here's a couple of reasons why. Here's a couple of potential applications already that from day one I'm able to produce return on your investment for you. And you've got to figure that out because only you know your background. Only you know if your mission actually aligns with the company mission, if your personal values align with the company values. And don't fake it. You want to be authentic, but that's how you go to the next level. And that's how you become a generalist over time. Good luck with the interview. Let me know what you think or if you had more specific questions. I'm sorry I can't predict the kind of questions they're going to ask, but you got to study their pipeline, study the mission, study the values, become a generalist. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Good luck. Bye bye.